Because, just to clarify two more points, that when we are told in our Majalis, certain riwayat, when we are told that they remain 1 year in prison in Sham, and the head of Imam Hussein was buried in the next Arba'in after the first year. This is not correct. The correct history is this. How can they remain for 1 year in this thing, whereas in the year 62 Hijri is the Shahadat of Janab Zainab? And in this time, by this time, after being released, she is to come to Karbala for visiting her brother. The visit of the ziyarat of Arba'in is famous in the world. So much so that Imam Hassan al-Askari said that one of the signs of a mu'min is this, that he visits Imam Hussein on the day of Arba'in, because the head was buried on the day of Shahram. It was the first Arba'in. Yazid could not have kept them more than few days, because there was already people throughout Sham were cursing Yazid and his father. There was an imminent danger that there will be a revolution anytime. They will get rid of Yazid and they will kill him, because of the khutbah of Janab Zainab of Imam Sajjad. This revolution occurred immediately in the first meeting and first encounter between Yazid and Janab Zainab. Things started changing. That his advisors told him, now if you don't get rid of them, if you don't send them back, then your own citizens are going to turn against them, because they didn't know that who these Ahlulbayt were. From the time of Muawiyah, they were told the only Ahlulbayt of Rasulullah were Muawiyah and his family. Now this was something new that they were. So the facts are that Janab Zainab was about to bring up, and it was actually it was her khutbah that brought up eventually the revolution against Yazid and all the 64 revolutions against Banu Umayyah that followed after the time of Yazid. In the first year, he killed Imam Hussein. In the second year, he attacked Medina. And he did bloodshed in the Madinah al-Rasul. And in the third year, he burnt the Kaaba. In the fourth year, he died. This is how it fits. But if we say, as some of the mullahs, they emphasize that they remain for 1.5 years in this thing and that thing, it doesn't tally with history. They are, for the sake of making people cry more and more. It doesn't mean that we twist history. The history is this, that in the first Arba'in, they reached Karbala and the dafn of the heads took place in the first Arba'in. And then from here, Bibi Zainab is to go back to Medina. From Medina, after a few days, she will be sent to Egypt. In Egypt, she will remain few days. She will come back to Sham with Imam Zain al-Abidin. And it is then that she will die. Now these were long journeys. These journeys would have taken months and months. Not days, you see. And this is how it fits with history. And now it explains why, if the grave of Janab Zainab is being shown in Cairo, what was it? Because Imam Ali had two daughters. One is Zainab al-Sughra and one is Zainab al-Kubra. And as much as Imam Hussein had daughters with the same names. As a matter of fact, Imam Hussein, the famous saying of Imam Hussein is this, that if Allah had given me more than 100 sons, I would have named everybody Ali. And all the daughters were named Fatima, Sakina or Ruqayya. These things are titles, are other names that the Imam gave them out of love, but all of them were Fatima. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Wa sa'alamu alladhina nadamu ayyan munqalabin yanqalibun. Allahumma ighfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat الأحياء منهم والأموات وتابع بيننا وبينهم الخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك قاضي الحاجات إنك على كل شيء قدير إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.